Hello and welcome back to Life Without Number. Now, I've forgotten my microphone, so hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, I'm in my hotel room in Manchester the night before HYROX Manchester 2026. Start at 9:40 in the morning, so an early start in the morning. My wife is joining me tomorrow just to kind of give me some support. She's working today, so can't be here today, but so she'll be the one with the camera actually at HYROX. So I have no idea what you're going to get to see. You could see the roof, you could see the floor, I don't know. But anyway, I really appreciate that she's on camera duties, so please stick around for that. In terms of am I ready? Well, it's too late now if I'm not. I'm basically here to have fun and just see where I am. Glasgow is very much the one where I want to put in a good time. If I manage to put a good time in tomorrow, that's a bonus, but I'm really not too worried about time, genuinely not worried about the time tomorrow. I just want to check the body out, see where I am, see what I need to improve. Now, on a serious point, on the way over here, and I think this is something we perhaps all need to bear in mind when we're kind of chasing these sporting goals. On the way over here in Shrewsbury train station, a lady was in a very poor state of health and collapsed and needed medical assistance and sat right next to me. And her son was there and he happened to mention that she was the same age as me. And it really brought it home that actually we are so lucky to be able to come away and do these kind of things. Touch wood, frantically. I'm healthy as far as I know, and I'm hopefully fit enough to get this done tomorrow. So I'm just going to enjoy it. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute. It's a privilege, I guess is probably the word I'm looking for, that I'm able to do these things. So I'm just going to go and have fun. So. So all registered. I have no idea why I'm feeling nervous today. I've got nothing to be nervous about, but I'm suddenly feeling very nervous. Right, I'll give you a quick look round and then I'll start getting ready for the race. So that was HYROX Manchester. If you were there, then let me know down below how you got on and what you thought of the event. And what I'll do now is very quickly, I'll be as quick as I can and not be too waffly, is just give you a little bit of feedback in terms of what I thought about the event as a whole, and then a little bit about how I got on, what I learned, and what I need to put in place before Glasgow. So in terms of the event, I have to say, really good event. Spoiler alert, it was great. The venue, I think the venue is probably the strong point of this event. And I've been to Manchester Central many times for conferences, bike shows, things like that. And it's a really, really nice venue, no doubts about it. But it works so well for HYROX. It's got a nice flow to it, away from the kind of competition arena. I just thought it worked really, really well. In terms of HYROX's organisation, I know they've had a lot of criticism in the past, and at times, let's be honest, fairly criticised as well. But so far, I mean, at time of recording, HYROX Manchester is still happening. So touch wood, there's no mishaps. But from what I saw, everything worked like clockwork. Athlete registration, really quick, really slick, straight through. And yeah. Also, maybe I look at things from a little bit more in depth than perhaps some people do, because it's my job. I'm a marketer. I work with events. So I look at event infrastructure and so on. And it's so apparent that a lot of this money that we're giving them as athletes and sponsors and gyms and so on is getting reinvested back into their events, because the infrastructure at each event just seems to be getting bigger and better and better. The Thunderdome at Manchester, if you've been there, you know it was, I think, fantastic. The structure itself, believe me, that's an expensive structure. With transportation, building, everything else, and just the purchase of that thing, that is an expensive piece of equipment right there. And it's a major upgrade, I think, for both spectators and athletes. As an athlete, I got to see it from both sides. It works really well for spectators, but as an athlete, it really elevated that whole experience, and it made wall balls just that little less kind of painful. You really could hear the spectators. You felt part of the atmosphere, more so than ever before. So that Thunderdome worked exceptionally well. So kudos, HYROX, kudos. So how did I get on? Well, I got a personal best, which I'll take. I'm happy with that. Only 10 seconds quicker than my previous personal best, but hey, a personal best is a personal best, and let's not get too picky here. I'll take that. Was it as quick as I wanted? No, and I'll go into the reasons why that is. Very clear reasons, and they are completely my fault. Absolutely my fault. I could have got in the low 130s, I have no doubt, and I didn't because I was an idiot, and I'll tell you why in a second. But yeah, the positive I will take out of it, beyond the personal best, is that the fitness stations were my fastest ever for the 5 HYROXes I've done now. So credit to Warren and Rigorous. Everything we train in the gym worked. I mean, worked incredibly well. My sled push PB was beaten by 35 seconds. I did the sled push in 2:25 yesterday. My previous best was 3 minutes. So big improvement there. Everything else, even, I mean, I have no idea where my lunges time came from, because I was suffering with cramp at the time, but still put in a personal best. Even my burpees weren't that slow. Even my wall balls were slight, I think 2 seconds slower than my previous best, but I had more no reps. I had 4 no reps. I normally only get a couple. So, you know, a couple of seconds each time. I was only 2 seconds slower. Yeah, there you go. So in terms of the fitness stations, absolutely bang on, really happy with how they went. So the other thing I should just add there, don't underestimate, this is one of the things I learned, don't underestimate the importance of technique. Technique is everything, because it helps save your energy for later stations, and it just makes you more efficient throughout. So you know, I want to put a public thank you out now to Warren at Rigorous, because he has corrected me on several occasions on my rowing and my ski technique, and I put that into practice, and I just did not burn myself up, and yet I still set fastest times. So, you know, I really appreciate it, and I'll be taking those lessons forward. So yeah, that was great. So that was all good. So where did it go wrong? Well, two ways. First of all, the run, it was my slowest run total ever, outside of the first one in Birmingham, where I walked most of it and actually had a bathroom break halfway through one of the runs, I seem to remember. So we'll put that as an outlier. But as all the others, from all the others, this was by far the slowest run I've ever had. So that's on me. I haven't done the run training. No excuses. Absolutely no excuses. We're all busy. I haven't done it. So my fault. End of. And I need to put that right. The other part, which was completely my fault, is I messed up my fueling. I didn't fill it with electrolytes. I am, horrible phrase, I apologise, I am a salty sweater. When I'm wearing a baseball cap for a run during the summer, I come back and it's white. A very salty sweater, so I do cramp very easily. I didn't put enough electrolytes in me. I was dehydrated right from the start. I don't even know why. The amount of events I've done, and I've had some pretty bad experiences with cramp, as those of you who know me will know. So why did I don't know. I was stupid. So that is my fault. As a result, I was cramping far earlier than I really should have done. That was obviously affecting things. And I was having to keep going in to get some fluid every single lap. My mouth was dry. I was just desperate for fluid on every lap. Now, HYROX, one thing I would say to you is putting the fluid station right at the end of the rock zone is a bit daft. If it could go between the in and the out arch would make a lot more sense, because you could run by and grab a drink on your way to the station, as opposed to turning left, running down, getting some fluid, then running all the way back past the in arch, all the way up to your station. So that's the only thing. But my rock zone time was 12 minutes. I've never been that slow. Not even in that outlier in Birmingham was I that slow in the rock zone. So that's on me. So if you put that, the time I lost there, the time I lost on the run, I would have been in the low 30s. Those are both easy to sort out. So my plan from here on out, I've got 7 weeks until Glasgow. Hit Glasgow hard. I've got a 6-week training block and then a week's taper. And in that 6 weeks, I'm going to hit that run, those tempo runs, those interval runs really hard. Continue doing what I'm doing at Rigorous. And yeah, maybe engage my brain in terms of what fluid to take before the event, before Glasgow. So that's it. If you were there, please do let me know how you got on. And it was a really great event. It's going to be back in my diary for next year. I'm sold on Manchester as an event now. So yeah, if you were there, hope you got on really well. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe. Bye for now.